Hello everyone, so I'm gonna do something a little different. I took my PNG self off, to get a better look at the visuals. Also, I was mistaken. So I have something called like Nurse Love Obsession, which has the first and second. So I'm gonna be playing Syndrome, which is the first game, and then I'll get to Addiction later. Mic check. Okay, I think this sounds good. If it's too loud or too quiet, let me know. I'll adjust it. But I think it's alright for now. I'm dreaming. I hear the wail of an ambulance's siren from far away. Oh right, I was apparently in a car accident long ago. Not that I actually remember that. I hear a voice calling me from somewhere. Hey, Kaori. Wait, was that voice? A little girl's voice. And then... Live the life she couldn't. I always have this dream. This dream where two girls call out to me. Who are you two? My eyes shoot open. When I lurch up in bed, the memories of my dreams start to fade like morning dew. I can't even really remember what kind of dream I was having. All I remember is that I was in the dark and someone was calling out to me. How long have I been having these dreams? I always feel a little uneasy after them. I get the feeling that I'll stop being myself. But you know what? That ends today. Because my dream's coming true, I turn to the mirror over to the sink and grin. Alright, great smile. Maybe I've started to psych myself up a bit. I brush my teeth, wash my face, and do my hair. My ponytail, done off to the side, has been my trademark ever since I was a kid. I fold up the pajamas I've just changed out of, get into the white nurse's dress and apron I prepared for today, and take a turn in front of the mirror. The uniform with the sailor collar and cute blue stripes. The uniform I've always wanted to wear. I've always wanted to wear a nurse's uniform. In fact, I wanted to wear one so badly that I took up a job at Yurigahama General Hospital right in my hometown. The beachside hospital has kept the people of Yurigahama healthy for a long time. They fixed me right up every time I got a cold, too. Knowing I'd be able to wear this cute outfit once I became a nurse has kept me going, and today, finally, for the first time ever, I put on the white uniform I've always dreamed of. The me in the mirror is no longer the me I've been. Now I'm a nurse at the Yurigahama General Hospital, Kari Sawai. That's right, from today, I'm officially Nurse Sawai. A big smile comes over my face. It's a good smile. Alright, we're ready now. I'm off to the workplace I've always wanted to be in. As a nurse, what I've worked so hard to become.
この毎日をホチキスで止めた一週間そんな生活それでも命は続くのねえ知ってるの本当は私を気にしているまとめ髪を下ろして駆け出してゆこう時は皆未来へ進むよ裏場のやってみなければわからないでしょ誰も綺麗だね朝日が眩しい
Yeah, it looks like it's long. Just, giving it a try, see what it's like. Today's finally my first day. This is the hospital I work in. It's about a 5-minute walk from the dorm. Yurigahama General Hospital. It has departments of surgery, internal medicine, and long-term treatment. I'm in the internal medicine department. I've taken care of patients before in nursing school, but nursing while studying as a student and nursing while getting paid for it as a professional are totally different. I've got to do my best. Your every decision and action can drastically affect the lives of your patients and their families. That's what my nursing teacher would always say. It's only been 2 weeks since graduation, yet school feels so distant somehow. I sure met a lot of people at school. I wonder what kind of people I'll meet here. I'm so surprised. I fall right on my butt.
相変わらずね。なんですか？なんですか？
The person who surprised me from behind is holding her belly as she guffaws at me. Hey, don't I know her? Could it be...
Nagisa senpai ですか?
Nagisa Fujisawa. We were both on the student council in high school.
久しぶりね、沢井。どうしよう。本当に渚先輩ですか？感動の再会ね。でも沢井、ちょっと驚きすぎじゃない？
The way she's laid back and flippant, but without any maliciousness in her laughter, it's definitely Nagisa. I haven't seen Senpai since the day she graduated high school, have I? Oh my god, this really brings me back.
再会を喜ぶのはいいんだけど、なんでこんなところで白衣着てるの？なんでって。新入りは事務長室に寄ってから更衣室のロッカーの鍵を渡されて、そこで着替えて配属先に行くって聞いてない？
Why... Can I, like... It's cut off. Hold on.
新入りを
It was cut off. For me, anyway. Sorry about that. My eyes go wide. I hadn't heard a word of that. All I'd been told was my word and the date of my first day.
そうなの？まあ、うちの主任さんたまに抜けてるから連絡ミスなのかもね。
Whoops.
そうなんですか。
The nurse dorm I moved into is pretty close to the hospital, so I thought we'd just change it home and went to work. Though when I think about it, I did get some looks on the way over here. That's a little embarrassing. Wait, is it just me, or does Senpai seem a little too informed about the hospital? And come to think of it, she went to a nursing school in Tokyo after she graduated, right? Does that mean...
もしかして渚先輩って看護学校を卒業してから。そう、去年からここの内科病棟にいるよ。患者さんとしてじゃないですよね。もう
ないでしょ。ちゃんと看護師として働いてます。
Senpai hasn't changed at all. I'm a little glad to see she still flicks me on the forehead with the same strength as she did in high school. She did that whenever she was ticked off at me. It all feels like it was so long ago.
こうして騒いにデコピンするのも久しぶりね。私も渚先輩のデコピン久しぶりだなーって思ってたところです。以心伝心ね。私たちまたいいコンビになれそう。
A good pair, huh? Thinking back on it, we went through a lot together back in high school. My memories with Senpai always involve the student council. She was the student council president, and I always looked up to her. I just happened to join the council, but when I did, I started to love her more and more. I gave it my all to help Senpai out back then. But somehow, I feel like my memories of doing well have been overshadowed by the times I made mistakes and ended up on the receiving end of Senpai's weird looks. Like the time we were tallying votes and I sneezed and mixed up the ballots we've just separated. Or the time we were having a serious meeting and my stomach growled really loudly, ruining the tension. Every time she'd go, and flick me on the forehead. Sometimes she even readied her finger and delay her attack. I'd close my eyes, anticipating the flick, but when the pain didn't come and I timidly opened my eyes, and she'd get me right then. That always stung, though Senpai always laughed it off. You shouldn't drop your guard. Wow, what vivid memories. But boy, my forehead's throbbing. Is it because it's been so long? Or maybe...
でも昔の渚先輩のデコピンはこんなに強くなかったかも。あれ、そうだったかしら。そうですよ、まだ人事にいたいです。それはね、沢井と長らく会えずに寂しがってた私の愛の表れなのよ、きっと。そんな愛はいりません。沢井のくせに生意気ね。生意気な子にはお仕置きよ。
Senpai slides around behind me and tickles my sides.
ごめんなさい、渚先輩って言ったらやめてあげるわ。なんで私が生意気を言う子にはお仕置きだって昔から言ってるでしょ。聞いたことないです、そんなの。てかギブ勤務初日なのにお腹よじれちゃう。
Nagisa instantly pops away from me and looks at her watch.
やだ、もうこんな時間。懐かしくてうっかり長居しちゃった。遅刻したらまた主任に怒られちゃう。ってことで続きはまた後でね。私は更衣室で着替えてくるから。じゃね。はい。
Nagisa waves and rushes off. Huh? I find myself left alone on the spot. First of all, where do I even go?
どうしよう。
I decide to just go inside for starters. I thought I'd be able to figure things out once I got inside the hospital, but I was totally wrong. First, the receptionist noticed me when I step inside, but they give me a suspicious look. So much stink eye. Why are they looking at me like that? They're looking at me and whispering something to each other. I listen in closely and pick up their conversation. I've never seen her before. Who is she? Why is someone who's not on our staff wandering around in our uniform? Oh! They're giving me weird looks because they don't know I'm a new nurse here. That's understandable.
今日からここの看護師として働く沢井ですけど。
I don't watch any of that, subbed, but that's cool that she has such a range. When I ask where the internal medicine department is, I get another unbearable weird look. Oh, I've got a bad feeling about this. Then someone with a name tag with Administer plods out from the back room. With a soft smile, he explains all sorts of things I didn't understand. According to him, the first floor of the hospital is for outpatients, while the second floor is for surgery, the third floor is for internal medicine, and the long-term care ward is in a separate building. So I'm to work at the internal medicine department on the third floor then.
教えてくださってありがとうございます。
After bowing my head in gratitude, I rush up the stairs to the third floor. I definitely can't afford to be late on my first day. However, can I just barge into the nurse's station? I keep trying to take my first step inside, but hesitate every time. I can go in, right? But I'm probably not an official employee yet, and the receptionist gave me weird looks. I'll likely get some perplexed glares if I burst in. I just wish Senpai would show up.
もしかして沢井香織さん？
I scramble to turn around when I hear someone call me from behind and see a woman in a nurse's uniform.
あらあら、事務長室には寄らなかったのね。
Oh yeah!
新入りは事務長室に寄ってから更衣室のロッカーの鍵を渡されて、そこで着替えて配属先に行くって聞いてない？
Senpai did tell me to go to the administrative office. The woman in white's giggling. What do I do?
大塚さんはできる人なんだけど、時々抜けていることがあるのよね。あの子に全部任せてる私が言うことじゃないけど。
Otsuka? Slip up on occasion? What's she talking about?
私、内科病棟に配属されるって聞いたんですけど、ここで合っていますか？
あら、ごめんなさいね。ここで会っていますよ。
Yes, I played Danganronpa, but in English, not Japanese. She shows me where I need to go with a smile, all but pushing me into the nursing office.
内科病棟看護師長の時場です。ようこそ内科病棟へ。おはようございます。
おはようございます。
The nurses inside all turn their eyes on me. My heart beats so loudly I can hear it. What am I gonna do? But I'll be alright. These are all going to be my co-workers from now on. Everything will be alright. No one's going to hurt me. It's going to be okay.
みんな揃っているかしら？
See? Totally fine. My heart isn't racing anymore. I was just a little surprised, that's all.
主任がまだです。
あらあら、行き違いになっちゃったのね。この子、事務長室に行ってないみたいだから。
市長、それは行き違いとは言いません。
相変わらずツッコミ厳しいわね、山之内さん。じゃあ、大塚さんは後で来るとして、今いる人たちを紹介するわね。
市長ひどい。私、事務長室に電話入れときますね。
The other nurses all giggle.
ツッコミ厳しいのに気遣いの達人なのが山之内康子さん。
Considerate person anywhere. Yamanouchi waves at me as she talks on the phone.
どうも、よろしく。ああ、事務長室ですか？内科山之内です。うちの主任に戻ってくるように言ってくれます？
Was that a hint of Kansai I heard? Maybe she's from there. She seems pretty friendly though, and I'm relieved to see that. I mean, if one of my coworkers was a bully or something, I'd have a hard time staying positive.
あっちで座っている2人が今日の夜勤明け、高田さんと富士さんね。
The night shifters bow politely to me, so I quickly bow in response. Which one is Takada? Which one's Fuji? I better ask later to make sure I don't do something rude. How do you even figure that out when people are introduced at the same time anyway?
新人の沢井香織です。よろしくお願いします。
I garbled my words.
こちらこそよろしくね。
Looking forward to working with you. Should I turn the... Let's see. Hold on a second. Let's see. So the music's a little too loud. Maybe that'll be better, I don't know. Yamanouchi grins as she hangs up the phone. She's teasing me. And all I did was misspeak a little. Did I blow it? Oh no, my hands are shaking. My legs too. I've gotta calm down. I place my hands on top of each other and gently press them against my chest. My pounding heart calms down in a few moments. This is a little spell of mine. It's not scientific at all, but when I do this, I always calm down for some reason. It's as if it puts a membrane around me, between myself and reality. Alright, I'm fine.
すみません、遅れました。
Someone dashes into the nurse's station. When I look over in surprise, I see...
渚先輩
Why now? Is she late?
って沢井もういる？私沢井が1階で困ってるかもってわざわざ探しに行ってたのに。すみません。
Senpai's late because she was searching for me. I think I might have done something bad.
あらあら、2人は知り合いなのね。
はい、渚先輩は高校の時の先輩です。
Senpai really is a nurse here. I actually get to work with her again.
紹介する手間が省けていいわね。
The head nurse chuckles. It feels like I keep getting laughed at today.
戻りました。
そして彼女はここの主任、大塚初美さん。
The chief looks at me. Her dignified expression renders me speechless. Hey, my heart's pounding again. I'm not usually like this. What's going on with me?
私はあまり病棟にいないから、実質この病棟の責任者は主任の大塚さんよ。何かあったら遠慮なく相談しなさいね。
Why is my heart pounding like this?
はい、わかりました。
Come on, quiet down.
大塚初美姉ちゃん。
The moment I say that, I snap back to my senses. My mind's clear again. It looks like my spell had worn off. Everyone's giggling. And my cheeks catch fire.
あら、よかったですね、主任。こんな可愛い妹ができて。
What do I do? The chief's giving me a totally blank look. She's terrifying. But why in the world did I call her sis anyway?
あなたなぜ私をお姉ちゃんだなんて言ったの？
I don't know.
なんとなくねえ。看護師は人の命を預かる仕事よ。無意識であっても不用意な発言は患者さんを不安にさせるわ。気をつけなさい。はい、すいません。すいませんではなくすみません。名和の人には申し訳ありません。いつまでも学生気分でいられるのは迷惑よ。
Acting like you're still
すいまうわ主任きつい。その通りなだけに新人にはきついわ。申し訳ありません。
Wait, am I being bullied at work? I want to cry.
無駄足踏まされてイライラしてる。気にしちゃダメよ。
はいはい、おしゃべりはここまで。夜勤さん待たせちゃったわね。
4月1日朝の申し送りを始めます。おはようございます。
Wait, we're starting work already? Everyone's got their work faces on too. Talk about an abrupt change in the atmosphere.
というわけで沢井香織さんが今日から勤務開始になりました。卒後1年目なのでフォローしてあげてください。はーい、新人さんは大歓迎です。早く仕事を覚えて私らを楽にさせてください。やめんなよ。
She makes a finger gun and pretends to shoot me. I'm glad they're welcoming me.
はい、頑張ります。以上、新人からの言葉でした。言葉通り頑張ってもらいましょう。
Everyone in the station giggles at our chief's smooth statement. Can I really pull off my best? I mean, what should I even do? Should I just sort of space out and listen to what the other nurses tell me?
それでは、夜勤さん、よろしくお願いします。
The night shift nurses nod.
始めます。310の若本さん、昨夜外泊から戻りました。ということで、単層12、5層7、ドッポ6、空床5、総数30、夜勤隊入退院なし、変わりありません。
Huh? Stretchers, empties. I have no idea what she's talking about.
じゃあ重症部屋から301網野さん、昨夜不穏あり、ドクター指示にて鎮静剤来ました。
Huh? What? What's she talking about?
後で説明してあげるから、今は黙って聞いてなさい。
The chief whispers that to me, apparently having picked up on my panic.
はい、すいません。
すいませんではなくて、すみませんと言いなさいと言ったでしょ。同じことを何度も言わせないで。
すみません。
まったく、あなたって子は。
For some reason, the chief's voice calms me down. That's despite the fact that she was scolding me. It's the strangest thing.
以後入眠、朝まで爆睡。今朝の血圧132の78。夕べのことは何も覚えてないそうです。
Probably yesterday evening.
またかいな。
Again? I shoot Senpai a glance. She'd pulled out a notebook at some point, and now she's furiously jotting down what the night nurses are saying. The night nurses go on stating the patients' names and room numbers, then explaining how they were through the night. I glance over at Yamanochi to see her writing on the clipboard too. I can see that. I don't think you could remember everything after hearing it once. I've got to take notes too, starting tomorrow. though it'd probably help if I understood what the night nurses were saying. The chief's gonna pitch in and explain things to me later, but I'm worried I might not actually understand any of it.
310若本さんおかわりありません。312龍角さんもおかわりなしです。以上です。
以上で朝の申し送りを終了します。お疲れ様でした。
The night nurses thank everyone, pick up their bags from the back, and all head out of the nurses' station. It looks like they're headed home. It's kind of interesting to see a mix of people who are about to start work and people who are going home. Yamanouchi and Senpai, however, put down their notes and leave the nurses' station. Huh? Where are they going?
沢井さん、何ぼーっとしてるの？こっちいらっしゃい。
The chief has already moved in front of the desk and she's beckoning me over. There's a sheet of white glass laid out in front of the desk, and it has a single X-ray scan on it.
はい、すみません。
I hurry over to the chief.
まず今日は初日なので病棟の案内をしようかと思うんだけど、案内必要かしら？
Do I need to be shown around the ward?
はい、お願いします。
そう、病院の構造は受付さんから聞いたのよね。
はい、1階が外来で2階から上が病棟なんですよね。
あと病院の脇に別棟として更衣室が立っているから、明日からはそこで白衣に着替えてください。
Oh, come to think of it, I came in my uniform today.
はい、すみませんでした。
I bow my head, but the chief shakes hers.
いいのよ、あなたが謝る必要はないわ。今日のことはあなたにちゃんと伝達しなかった私のミスだから。恥ずかしい思いをさせてしまってごめんなさいね。悪かったと思っているわ。
そんな。
Seeing her bow her head is only making me feel even more nervous.
私のことはいいですから、説明の続きを。
After her eyes widen a little, the chief chuckles.
私たちが関係があるのは1階の外来と検査室。採血や尿のデータはここに取りに行くの。
I don't want to do that.
あとは地下のレントゲン室。 MRI や CT も地下。フィルムはレントゲン室に保管されてるわ。あとは2階の手術室の隣の駐在ね。私たちがよく行くのは。
Wait, wasn't the second floor the surgical ward? What was that she just said?
中央材料室、略して駐在。滅菌物はここで滅菌しているから、足りなくなったら取りに行ってね。
I'm not entirely sure what she's saying, but I nod for now. Wait, she sighed at me?
わからないことはその都度質問しなさい。
How did she know?
わかりやすい子ね。
She laughed at me again.
清潔不潔の概念は学校で習ったわね。内科でも外科ほどではないけれど、消毒が必要になることも多いわ。
Internal medicine that calls for disinfection.
例えば転倒で怪我をしたとか、褥瘡を作ったとか。褥瘡を作るなんて看護師の恥だけどね。無菌摂氏も無菌ガーゼもその時に使うのよ。
As nurses for our patients to get something. We would use sterile tweezers to get bed sores. This is a mess. Medical tweezers are a bit bigger than normal ones, by the way. My teacher back in nursing school used these tweezers like they were extensions of her fingers, if I remember right.
じゃあ次は病棟。内科病棟は301から312まで10部屋あるの。
10部屋？
10 rooms, even though they're from 1 to 12?
病棟の部屋番号は4と9は欠番にするのが基本なの。縁起が悪いからでしょうね。
Okay, but why 9? She has a point. So basically, there's no room 304 or 309 then.
病室を案内するわ。ついてらっしゃい。詰め所の隣、301号室。通称重症部屋。心電図モニターがついてたり、末期が近くて DNR が出てない人の部屋よ。
Late stage diseases who are in DNR territory.
詰め所の
Yet.
延命拒否の意思確認のこと。末期なのに DNR が取れてない人は蘇生処置が必要だからここに入れるの。
That's pretty intense.
詰め所から近い上にカーテン越しに見えるようになってるから安心でしょ。
I think there's quite a bit to worry about. I mean, what if a patient's condition takes a worse turn when I'm the only one around?
安心しなさい。新人を重症部屋の担当につけるわけがないでしょ。
That's a relief. I wonder if the chief picked up on my fear and was being nice. Maybe she's actually kind.
廊下のこちら側、エレベーターの向こう、310から312の3部屋が個室。個室や2人部屋は差額ベッド料として1日1万から3万の料金が加算されるから入院の時には注意してね。
注意ですか？
治療費以外にお金を使える人を相手にするのはいろいろ大変なの。
大変？
看護師としての腕や知識だけでなく完璧な接遇を求めてくるの。あなたにはまだ無理ね。
A little out of your debt for now. So that basically means they'll be watching my attitude and how I talk and carry myself, and all those tiny details?
特に一番奥の310号室の患者さんはいろいろと難しい人だからあなたは対応しなくてもいいわ。
Oh, I don't?
あと説明なしで差額ベッド料のある部屋に入院させると退院時に揉めるもとなので気をつけて。
Trouble? That's kind of scary. Am I really gonna be alright here?
そこどいて
Who was that? Yamanochi, right?
大丈夫だった？
あ、はい。ぶつかりはしませんでした。
The chief has her eyes squarely on me. Did I make a weird face, or did I say something strange?
廊下を挟んで302から308、302と307、308は2人部屋、303から306は6人の大部屋。
The chief continues explaining as if nothing happened. Wait, did I just imagine that?
303と305の間にトイレ。職員トイレは地下と2階にあるけれど、面倒ならここのトイレを使ってもいいわ。
Go ahead and use this one.
はい、わかりました。
The text being cut off is distracting me. The chief's looking right at me again. I wonder why.
非常口は廊下の端と端。そのうち入院患者さんのお迎えをお願いするから忘れずに説明するのよ。
はい。
非常口は普段は施錠されていて開けるとセキュリティが反応するから緊急時以外は触らないようにね。
Unless it's actually an emergency.
わかりました。
And she's staring at me again. That looks kind of unsettling.
あなたは素直なのね。
Wait, that sounded weird. The chief giggles at me.
そんなにバカ正直だときっと山之内さんの格好の餌ね。
Too earnest. A perfect target.
あなた本当に考えてることが分かりやすいのね。友達は多いの？
I don't know. It might be like a translation thing. They have too many. I don't know. They didn't shorten it somehow. I don't know. The box should be bigger or something. I don't know if I can make it bigger or not, but yeah, it's annoying. She laughed at me, or was that a compliment?
友達ですか？まあそれなりに。
それなりか。藤沢さんとも仲が良かったみたいだし、友達が多いことはいいことよ。先輩や上司に相談しにくいことも友達に相談できるものね。藤沢さんがいてくれてよかったわね。
It sounds like she's in my inner circle for some reason. Or more like she's a relative that's slightly older than me, you could say.
素直ないい返事ね。新人らしくていいわ。最後に詰め所の中ね。点滴を詰めたり薬品を用意したりするのはこの処置スペースでやるのよ。救急カートもここに置いているわ。急変時には救急カートをベッドサイドに持って行って処置するの。薬品を使ったらその都度補充するのよ。救急カートはめったに使わないけどね。
はい。
休憩、食事はここで。夜勤での仮眠もここ。ソファーにお布団敷いて交代で寝るのよ。
Oh, so I made a little mistake. Addiction is actually the second game, and I'm playing Syndrome, which is the first one. And my favorite that I picked hasn't shown up yet, but maybe we'll see her soon. I don't know.
夜勤なのに寝れるんですか
2交代の夜勤は拘束時間が17時間で仮眠が2時間取れるよう決められているの。もっとも忙しい時は寝る暇はないけれど。
It's busy though.
夜勤開始すぐに化粧を落として日勤さんが来る前に化粧をする子もいるわね。
The chief is staring at me. She reaches out and holds up my chin. She peers at my face, taking a good look.
あなた少しは化粧しなさい。
She's really up close and personal.
初々しいのもいいけれど大人の女にとっては化粧も身だしなみのうちよ。
My cheeks are burning. This is kind of embarrassing.
はい。
The chief's fingers recede. That certainly got my heart pounding. But a grown woman, huh? For some reason, it doesn't quite resonate with me.
あ、主任新人相手にやらしいな。顎に指かけて持ち上げるなんてどこのおじさまキャラって感じ？山之内さん、あなたね。いやー、新人が主任さんに襲われちゃう。
襲われる？
さっきは廊下を走っていたけれど、あれ、どういうこと？ああ、あれね。301の藤本さんが水曜弁大洪水でね、おむつとシーツ取りに行ったんです。 床に垂れるか思いました。
Can we not go into detail, thanks?
そんなことが。緊急事態なら仕方がないわね。
Huh?
藤沢体感支えながらもう涙目でしたもん。早く戻ってあげないとってね。
That sure is something.
ちゅうわけで山之内は定的業務に戻ります。よろしく。昔はナースキャップを外して化粧を落としたら夜勤モードになってたものだけど。
Whoa, it's like Yamanouchi never showed up. Is the chief actually kind of out there?
今は日勤モードと夜勤モードの切り替えアイテムが化粧くらいしかなくなってしまったのよね。
切り替えアイテムって。
I put my hand to my head. I wore a nurse cap during the capping ceremony in nursing school, but we didn't actually wear caps during practical lessons. And I thought I'd get to wear the cap if I became an actual nurse, but
そういえばナースキャップって皆さん昔はかぶってたと思うんですけど、今はもうかぶらないんですか？
to real nurses, it might have been a simple accessory they took on and off between the day and night shifts, but to us nursing students, it was something we aspired to wear.
ナースキャップは院内感染の元になるからと廃止してる病院が多いわね。うちもそうよ。実際キャップに点滴のルートが引っかかったり、暴れる患者さんを抑える際に邪魔になったり、現場ではキャップ不要論も上がっていたしね。
Patients, they had a host of
けれど廃止してみれば抜け落ちた髪の毛や剥がれ落ちた頭皮で逆に細菌の温床になっているという話もあるわ。
they had a host of problems, but others have said that when they gave them up, fallen hairs and a dry scalp made bacterial infections even worse.
一長一短よね。私は好きだったけど。
私もキャップかぶれるかなって少し期待してました。
今では田舎の病院か昔のドラマか AV くらいでしか見かけなくなってしまったものね。
You just had to say that, huh? Pornos? That's not what I expected to hear from the straight-laced chief.
本当にわかりやすい子ね。
Ah, she laughed at me again.
あとはさっきの用語説明ね。立ち話もなんだからまずは詰め所に戻りましょう。
談笑とか空想って何ですか？
間違っても男性患者さんに単焦なんて言っちゃダメよ。
You brought up the...
言いませんよ。第一、学校の泌尿器の授業でドクターが NG ワードだって言ってましたもん。私ノートに取ってたから覚えてます。
あなた本当に面白い子ね。冗談よ。
a joke? I fell for it.
それはさておき、単層とか五層というのは救護区分よ。
救護区分。
単層は自分で動けない人、ストレッチャーで移動させないといけない人ね。昔は担架で移送していたから言葉に名残がある。
Makes sense.
護送は自分で動けるけど介助が必要な人、車椅子移動の患者さんがこれに当たるわ。ドッポは自分で勝手に動ける人、安静度フリーっていう意味もあるわね。万が一の事態が起きた時、この救護区分で私たちは動くの。火事が起こった時などは一斉放送でドッポの患者さんに勝手に逃げてもらって、護送の患者さんを車椅子に乗せる。
車椅子の護送の患者さんにも勝手に逃げてもらってから単装患者さんをストレッチャーでピストン輸送。
なるほど。
Good point. It's not like hospitals are immune to disaster. So that's how we prepare for that.
空床は空きベッドのことで、総数を合わせて入院患者数に変化がないことを次の勤務隊の人に申し送るのよ。
そうなんですか。
I still don't quite get it.
おいおい慣れてくるから初日で全部覚えなくてもいいわよ。
あ、はい。
It's so strange. It's almost like the chief knows what I'm thinking. Am I just that easy to read?
他に何かわからないこととか疑問とかある？
ないです。
そう。もしわからないことがあったら手近な誰かを捕まえて聞きなさい。
はい。
あら、もうこんな時間なのね。事務長室に行くわよ。ついてらっしゃい。
あ、はい。はあ、疲れた。
I dive into bed the second I get into my room. It's so nice and soft. Maybe it's just because it was my first day, but I'm just so beat. My energy's dropped to 0. Oh, but I can't just go to sleep like this. I drag myself up for starters. Then I change into my pajamas and vacantly sit down. So the chief brought me to the administrator's office, but I had no idea there would be so many documents to fill out. And no one told me it would take all morning and some of the afternoon. What's worse, the chief just left me at the office. She said she had work to tend to and cruised right back out. The administrator was nice enough to let me go back to our floor when lunchtime came around, but I had no idea where the staff cafeteria was, and I hadn't brought any lunch either. Someone let me know that there's no cafeteria, and when I looked for the hospital shop to buy lunch, there wasn't one of those either. I knew that there was a convenience store about 15 minutes away from the hospital, but going out there was the last thing I wanted to do. I felt like I couldn't go out shopping in my nurse uniform. So then I could change to my regular clothes in the changing room, take a 30-minute round trip, and change again. Would I go outside for lunch or stay in the hospital and skip it? It was the ultimate choice. And as the tears welled up, Senpai said she would give me some of her lunch, but
そりゃ主任が悪いわ。更衣室のことも事務長室に行くことも新人への伝達事項の伝達具合がほぼゼロって。
仕方がないわね。出前取ってあげるわ。
騒いだけずるいです。私も出前がいいな。はい、すいません。持参のお弁当で我慢します。主任相手に無茶しやがって。
So I had delivery sushi for lunch. But I was so nervous about getting treated to sushi by the chief on my very first day that I don't feel like I ate a thing. And when lunch ended, the chief had to go back to work, so I ended up going back to the admin office by myself. Then when I went back, I needed to hand over my seal and bank book to set up paycheck deposits, and since no one had told me anything, I had to go back to the dorm to get them.
あれ？
Wait, did someone just knock at the door? But who? I've heard that this condo has been rented out by the hospital for the employees, basically making it a dormitory. So who would come visit me on my first day on the job? Family, maybe? Well, no, it's a little too early for my parents or sister to come visit. Wait, could it be a ghost?
まさかね。
Ghosts? Come on, that's completely unscientific. Plenty of people die in a hospital, so you really can't avoid ghost stories, but a ghost wouldn't actually have any business in the hospital dorm, right? Wait, what am I even thinking? That's super unrealistic. It would never happen. I'm just being overly nervous about my first day on my first job, that must be it. All this nervousness is making my brain go haywire, giving me hallucinations I can see and hear. I can hear something. I can totally hear something. What am I gonna do? This is way too scary with me by myself.
ちょっ
That voice sounds familiar. Like, awfully familiar for a ghost voice.
中にいるのは分かってるのよ。留守使ってないで早く開けなさい。
あの声は渚先輩？
Yeah, there's no such thing as ghosts. They're way too unrealistic. I mean, what did I even think it was a ghost in the first place? Maybe I'm just tired.
ごめんなさい、遅くなっちゃって。
もう遅い。さっさと開けなさいよ。もう。
I feel relief wash over me the moment I see Senpai's face. I knew there was no such thing as ghosts, but something seems a little off about Senpai.
何変な顔して。
だって渚先輩、パジャマっていくら病院が借り上げたマンションだからって、それって。
大丈夫大丈夫。うちのオートロック結構万能だから。それに美人揃いの看護師がいるって噂の百合ヶ浜総合病院職員寮だって言ってもこんな田舎じゃねえ。
In the middle of nowhere.
不審者なんていたら目立ってしょうがないわよ。だから大丈夫。夜になるとみんなパジャマでうろうろしてるわよ。
They do? But as they say, when in Rome. Yeah, I guess she's right. Wait, does this mean we're going to have a pajama party to celebrate our reunion? Since we haven't seen each other since high school? Sweet!
まあそれはそうといいもの持ってきてあげたわよ。
いいもの？
まずはいいものその1。寮に届いていた荷物。ねえ、入寮案内ちゃんと読んだ？名札のところに札かかってたら荷物ありって意味なの？
There's a large cardboard box at Senpai's feet. It's full of the necessities I'd sent from home. They're not things I need immediately, but would definitely want eventually. A pot and a pan and seasonal clothes, too.
じゃなかった。すみません。
あら、主任さんの注意ちゃんと守ってるのね。えらいえらい。あの人いろいろ細かいこと言うけど筋は通ってる人だから言うこと聞いてるといいことあると思うよ。
Can't go wrong by following what she says. Am I really hearing Senpai's career advice in my doorway?
はい、そうします。
よしよし、いい子いい子。
She pats me on the head. This sure brings me back to our high school days.
ってことでこの荷物持ってきてあげたから。
すみません。ありがとうございます。
明日でいいから管理人さんにも挨拶しておくのよ。常駐じゃないけど管理会社の担当の人が来てお掃除とか荷受けとかの対応してくれるから。
はい、あったら挨拶しますね。
で、いいものその2。じゃーん。
Senpai pulls out what she was hiding behind her back. A convenience store bag?
もう反応薄いな。沢井の歓迎会やってあげるって言ってるんでしょ。つまみとビール買い込んできたから再会を祝して飲もう。
Senpai has a wide grin on her face. And now I feel even more so like we're back in high school. Back then, we'd gather up juice and snacks and enjoy them in the student council room, away from prying eyes.
何よ黙り込んじゃって。つか私はいつまでこんなところに突っ立ってればいいのかな。
すみません。上がってください。嬉しいです。
はーい、お邪魔します。
適当に座ってください。
適当に座るね。
I really like how easygoing this is.
じゃあほら沢井もビール持って。飲めないわけじゃないんでしょ。
友達とかとよく飲んでたので。
だよね。いいことも悪いことも学校で覚えるんだよね。じゃあはい、再会を祝して乾杯。
Goodbye! I'm so happy I get to see Senpai again like this. And she's my coworker too.
渚先輩と一緒に働けることに乾杯。
She's drunk already, look at her.
もう嬉しいこと言ってくれるじゃないの。もうもう。
Senpai gives me a big hug.
やだ、渚先輩ったらもう酔っ払ってるんですか？渚先輩？
Good grief, Senpai.
渚先輩、ちょっと寝たふりしてないで離れてくださいってば。
渚先輩は眠ってしまいました。起きてほしければ王子様のキスを要求します。
はあ？
She's super drunk, isn't she? Did she drink a bunch before coming here?
ここは女子寮ですから王子様なんていません。
じゃあ騒いでいいわ。眠り姫を起こすにはキスするのが一番だって童話でも言われてるじゃない。
渚先輩は眠ってないし眠り姫でもないでしょ。それに童話と実在の人物を混同するのはナンセンスです。
うーわ、その言い方相変わらず可愛くないこと言うのね。もう
渚先輩の論法も相変わらず穴だらけです。
Frustration colors Senpai's face and irritation mine. They look right at each other, putting down our beers at the same time.
ああ、騒いでば本当に全然変わってないのね。
Senpai hugs me tight.
渚先輩こそ。
Right then, I hug her too. It's all coming back to me. This is a senpai I remember. Friendly and able to do just about anything. I happened to be on the class council when I was a freshman, so one day my homeroom teacher told me to help the student council out. Senpai had just been elected student council president and was right in the middle of learning the ropes from the third-year president. She was super busy, and yet she took the time to teach me a bunch, even though I'd come into the student council later than everyone else. I ended up just staying in the student council too, and before I knew it, 1 year had passed. In fact, people started calling me and Senpai the council's dynamic duo. See, Senpai was an elite, someone out of reach who everyone looked up to. She excelled in both academics and sports. And the Senpai that everyone admired was always sweet to me and only me. Sometimes she'd say mean things to me here and there, but that was all because she trusted me. I'd finally gotten to see her again today, and can tell she hasn't changed a bit. She's really here, right next to me.
もっぺん乾杯。
はいはい、乾杯くらいいくらでもしてあげるわよ。
私、渚先輩が卒業してから何度かメール出したんですよ。でもすぐに届かなくなって。
ごめんね。うちの学校はめっちゃ厳しくてさ。しかも入学してすぐに携帯水ぽちゃしちゃって、みんなの連絡先がわからなくなったの。実家に帰ってから手紙でもって思ったけど、なんだかんだ忙しくてそのままになっちゃってた。ごめんね。
私の方こそ。最初は渚先輩の白状者って思ってたけど、看護学校に入学して分かったんです。看護学校って勉強することが多すぎだし、テストと実習だらけで忙しすぎて自分ってものがなくなってしまいそうでした。
究極の詰め込み式学習だよね、看護学校ってのは。ってことで卒業おめでとう。1ヶ月ほど遅れちゃったけど。
渚先輩こそ国試合格おめでとうございます。1 1年ほど遅れちゃったけど。
もう生意気ね、沢井のくせに。
Senpai giggles to herself.
またこうして会えるなんてね。で、沢井はどこの学校卒だったの？
つぼみがさきです。つぼみがさき高等看護学院。
地元じゃない。
地元から離れたくなかったんです。渚先輩は帝都看護でしたよね。
さあ、こんな機会じゃないと東京暮らしはできないって思って。
Good point. In high school, Senpai was a straight A student who was good at everything and beloved by all, so I thought Yurigahama was too small for her. Back then, I thought that even if she ended up back here eventually, going out to Tokyo to study the latest in whatever field she wanted suited her the best. Deep down, I wanted to go to the same school that Senpai did, but was too scared to leave home. Which is why I'd always wished that I could work with her when she came back, if she came back. And I can't believe my dream came true this early.
でも東京に行ってみて、やっぱり地元がいいなって思ったからこうして戻ってきたの。
戻ってきてくれてありがとうございます。
去年の私の決断に乾杯。
もう渚先輩ったら。
なーによ、私が地元に戻る決心をしたからこうして再会できたんでしょ。
それはそうなんですけど、なんか違う。
まあまあ、スルメ食べる？
食べる。
ってこっとれさ、主任さんには要注意なのです。
先輩、飲みすぎですよ。もう5本開けてるじゃないですか。
Senpai was already under the table. And come to think of it, was she always this heavy a drinker?
あんたのお祝いでしょ。これが酔っ払わずにいられようか。あ、かわいい。
あー、はいはい。私のお祝いなんだから私の言うことも聞いてくださいってば。
可愛いのくせに生意気だぞ。
渚先輩、明日も仕事ですよ。飲みすぎると明日が辛いですよ。
明日の痛みより今日の狂乱、楽あれば苦あり。
わけがわかりません。
そんなに言うなら酔いざましのスポーツドリンク持ってこい。
ないですよ、そんなもの。
なんでないのよ。
スポーツドリンクだけじゃなくて、今冷蔵庫はほとんど空っぽなんです。引っ越してきたばっかなんですから。
じゃあ買ってくればいいじゃん。ねえかおりちゃん、かわいい先輩のために買ってきて。一回ロビーの自販機のでいいからさ。わがまま言わないからね。おねがい。
Sounds an awful lot like begging to me.
わかりました。買ってきます。買ってくればいいんでしょ。
なぎさちゃんはかおりちゃんが大好きです。
Senpai hugs me tight. So fickle.
じゃあ行ってきますから、おとなしく待っててくださいね。
待ってる。
I swear to God, if we come back and she's naked, it's almost like I can't tell which one of us is the older one. Though I have to grimace a little, I can't help but enjoy how sweet Senpai's being on me. I've got a real soft spot for that. Maybe it's because I have a little sister. At the first floor lobby, moving to a different floor is kind of annoying, but it's still really convenient to have a vending machine in your building. The convenience store is a little bit far.
緑茶に紅茶に炭酸。
Well, that aside. Why are there so many types of sports drinks anyway? I mean, isn't 2 types enough for a vending machine? It looks like every sports drink from every company is here. Which one would Senpai like best?
買わへんのやったらそこのいてくれへん？邪魔。
はい、すいません。じゃなかった。すみません。
I scrambled to get out of the way of the person behind me. Wait a second. This person looks familiar? But I can't figure out who it could be. Her hair is shaggy and bunched up behind her head. She has on no makeup. Her face looks pale and her eyes sharp. Her glasses are a little out of place and plastered with fingerprints, and she's wearing a shabby tracksuit. Wait, that tracksuit is definitely from a middle or high school, isn't it? For PE? I can't believe someone would wear their old school tracksuit like that. As I look at her, she opens up the cap of her energy drink right in front of the vending machine. Then, hand on her hip, she drinks the whole thing down.
よっしゃ、これであと3時間は戦える。
Huh?
なんや自分さっきからメンチ切っとんか。
めそうもない。
She glares at me through her thick glasses, and I scramble to look away. Did she just giggle? And I feel like I've been hearing someone speaking with a Kansai accent around somewhere lately. I'm just imagining it, right? She didn't say anything else to me and just left silently.
怖かった。
I plopped down on the floor. Who was that just now, anyway? They sure left an impression in a variety of ways. And if she's in this dorm, does that mean she's connected to the hospital? I'm not sure if she's a clerical worker or a nurse assistant, but what'll I do if I run into her at work? Wait, she couldn't be a nurse, could she? But I do feel like I've met her somewhere.
あ、渚先輩にドリンク買ってかなきゃ。
I snap back to my senses and stand in front of the vending machine again. Which do I pick? I'll go with the most popular one.
じゃーん、アクアセット。確か高校の頃、渚先輩好んで飲んでたよね。
Gator do. Looking forward to how happy Senpai'll be, I go back to my room with a spring in my step. However,
やだ、ドリンクなんていらない。部屋に戻りたくない。
もう、渚先輩、何子供みたいなこと言ってるんですか。
嫌なものは嫌なの。香織たんと一緒のベッドで寝る。
それだとゆっくり眠れないでしょ。明日も仕事があるんですよ。
やだやだやだ。
she's throwing a tantrum. What do I do? Wait, my heart's kind of pounding, and my hands are shaking. What's up with me? I'm not nervous or anything.
どうしてもダメ？
Senpai looks up at me with coaxing eyes. They're cute. It's weird to say someone older than me is cute, but it's true. But I've got a heart in my heart. What should I say? I know, I'll use my usual spell. I put my hands to my chest and take a deep breath. My head becomes gradually clearer. And with my mind at ease, it's time to tell Senpai what for.
ダメに決まっています。明日の仕事に支障が出ます。部屋に帰ってください。
騒い？
Huh? Why do I sound so cold?
せっかく香織ちゃんがアクスへ買ってきてあげたんだから、あなたは部屋に帰るべきです。
Wait, what am I saying? Hold up a second. Cancel that.
渚先輩、その、私
Huh? She sighted me.
ケチ。
Senpai purses her lips in dissatisfaction. Did I put her in a bad mood? And why did I say something like that in the first place?
渚先輩、
分かってる。私も沢井も明日は仕事だもんね。遅刻。
Whoops. What do I do? Senpai's all down now.
渚先輩、私
いいのよ。悪乗りした自覚はあるから。仕事とプライベートは分けて考えるのが社会人の基本だもんね。
Senpai staggers towards the door. I've got to say something.
一緒の職場になったんですから、いつでも会えますよね。
そうね。いつでも会えるわよね。
それにこういうお泊まりは休日の前の方がゆっくり寝坊できるし。
Would be more comfortable.
もう沢井ったら。
I look at Senpai while massaging my forehead.
そんな顔しないの。悪ノリが過ぎたって言ってるでしょ。それに会いたくなったらいつでも会えるでしょ。もしかして会いたくなんかならないとか言わないわよね。
そんなことありえません。
Senpai giggles at me. Did she tease me again?
沢井の口から素直な言葉が聞けたから今日はもう帰るわね。じゃあそういうわけでお休みのキスは？いやーねえ冗談よ。沢井ったらまたそんな顔して。じゃあおやすみなさい。
She blows me a kiss with a pleasant smile and opens the door. She's just teasing me, right?
はい、おやすみなさい。
また明日ね。
はい、また明日。
I just stare at the door that Senpai goes out of. What's this now? I hear a sound coming from somewhere. I think it's my alarm?
やばい、寝坊した。着替えなきゃ。てかその前に顔洗わなきゃ。
I dash to my sink and scrub my face as quickly as I can. I don't even have time for breakfast. The chief told me to put on makeup, but the mornings are so busy, and there's no way I can pull it off on days I oversleep like this one. Where are my clothes? I think I'll just wear my nurse uniform to the hospital again today. It's close enough. But if the chief finds me, she'll probably get mad. I can hear it now. What do you think the changing room is there for, or something? It would be such a waste of time to change into my regular clothes for my pajamas and then into my nurse outfit, though. This is something the more experienced nurses have been doing this whole time. A newbie like me can't just say it's a waste of time and effort. Come to think of it, did Senpai manage to wake up at all? Wake up alright?
今日もうこんな時間。行ってきます。とその前に。
I looked at the photo I took with my family. Everyone's smiling so happily in it.
今日から本格的な仕事になると思うけど、私頑張るからね。
Now then, to battle!
行ってきます。
So I dashed into the changing room, quickly scrambled into my nurse outfit, and somehow got to the nurse's station. The chief's glaring at me. And what a terrifying glare it is.
新人のくせして2日目からギリギリなんていい度胸ね。
すみません、申し訳ありません。
謝るのはいいけれどギリギリの何が悪いのか分かってるの？
she asking what bad things could happen if I was late?
決められた時間を守れないことは悪いことだからです。
She sighed? Did I say something wrong?
学生気分で来ているのなら今すぐ白衣を脱いで帰りなさい。新人とはいえ白衣を着ている限り患者さんはあなたをプロの看護師だと思うのよ。あなたが1分遅れるだけで私たちはあなたを待たなければいけない。場合によっては先に来ている誰かがあなたの穴を埋めなきゃいけない。あなたの穴を埋める分その人は本来の担当の患者さんの元へ行く時間が遅くなってしまうわ。あなたの行動の結果が1分でも早いケアを求めている患者さんを待たせることになるのよ。それが
I hadn't thought that my being late would make our patients have to wait.
5分前行動って言葉は知っているでしょ。慣れないうちは手が遅いから早めに来るのが相手への気遣いよね。
Working with.
すみません。
第一、勤務開始時間は集合時間ではありません。あなたは来てすぐに仕事が始められるほど有能な看護師なのかしら。
The second you step into the nurse's station.
自分が足を引っ張ることになるという自覚があるのならその分早く出勤してくるのが筋だと思わない？
まあまあ大塚さん、その辺でいいでしょ。
しかし市長、こういう教育はその場できっちりと指導する必要があります。
沢井さん、あなたはどうしてギリギリになったの？ギリギリでもいいと思ったの？
I wouldn't think that. I just didn't think of coming earlier like the chief just said.
すみませんでした。看護師になりたことに浮かれていて全く気が回っていませんでした。
そうでは明日からはちゃんと時間に余裕を持ってこられるわね。
はい。
I nod.
ほら、沢井さんもこう言ってることだし、今日のところは許してあげて。
それに申し送りの時間ももう始まってしまってますしね。
そうね。では申し送りを始めます。おはようございます。
おはようございます。
Oh, Senpai's here and she's totally fine. She was so drunk, but she woke up, did her makeup, and got to the nurse's station on time. She really is something. I want to be a nurse that the younger nurses look up to someday, just like her.
310若本さん異常ありません。312龍角さん異常ありません。以上です。
では朝の申し送りを終了します。
The chief shoots a glance at me. Is she gonna say something to me again?
というわけで遅れましたが、昨日から入った新人の沢井さんです。みんなでフォローしてあげてください。
Oh, the night shift nurses here this morning are different from the ones I met yesterday. I was in the admin office yesterday and missed the evening report, so I didn't actually get to meet them.
沢井香織です。頑張りますのでよろしくお願いします。
こちらこそよろしく。
即戦力として期待はしてないから肩の力を抜いて頑張ってね。
The two night shift nurses greet me. They're very nice too. When I was a student, the nurses would all generally ignore me, so I had the impression that they were scary, but the nurses here are quite nice. Or are they just greeting me as one of their own since I'm no longer a student?
じゃあ夜勤さん、お疲れ様でした。日勤さんは少し残ってください。
はい、お疲れ様でした。
The night shift nurses take their bags from the break room in the back and head home. We day shift nurses are the only ones left in the nurses station.
今日から正式に沢井さんが病棟に出ます。新人なので いろいろやらかすと思うけどフォローをお願いします。
はい。新人笑うな来た道だ。
沢井さん、あなたも初日だから大変だと思うけど頑張ってください。
The chief told me to do my best. Is this the same person?
はい、頑張ります。
いい返事ね。
The chief smiled. I thought all she did was get angry, but even she can smile. I feel kind of moved. Wait, is it just me or is she frowning now? Did she figure out that I'm shocked that she's smiling or something? No way. Put that aside, it's probably really lucky that I got to start the workday with the chief's smile.
沢井、お疲れ。
Before I know it, Nagisa is right beside me and patting me on the shoulder.
主任さんの説教があれだけで済んでラッキーだったね。
Huh? I thought it was pretty long, but was that on the short side?
いつもはもっと長いんですか？
沢井はまだ遅刻してなかったからあれだけで済んだけど、私が遅刻した時は居残りで説教だったよ。
She gets held back and lectured? By the chief? That's terrifying.
でも渚先輩すごいです。昨日の夜すごく酔っ払ってたのにちゃんと時間通りに来てるんですね。
ふう、そりゃあね、もう2年目ですから。少子ドスッピンで頭ボサボサで来たくせに。
ちょっ
騙されたらあかんよ。この子寝起きみたいななりでやってきて、そこで身支度整えてたんよ。
Yamanochi points to the break room in the back.
結果オーライとはいえ自慢できるようなことじゃないと思うねんけどな。
渚先輩。
Oh no, Senpai looks awfully sad. Not that I can sympathize. Not that I can't sympathize. I'd probably cry if someone exposed me like that. I gotta say something to make her feel better. Let's see. Okay, let's work toward her Nagisa's normal ending, I guess. So he's out here before me.
でもそれでもすごいです。私よりも先に起きられたってことだから。私なんて元からドスッピンだし、身支度らしい身支度なんてないし。それなのにギリギリだったんですから、渚先輩がすごいことには変わりありません。
さっきからすごい連発しとるけど全然すごくないからね。
Sugoi, sugoi!
仕事に間に合うように起きるの看護師として以前に社会人として当然だからね。
おしゃべりは一段落したかしら。
I'd forgotten about the chief.
すみません。
別にあなたは何もしてないから謝る必要はないわよ。もっとも勤務時間に何もしてないっていうのが問題なのだけれど。
Ugh.
何でも謝ればいいというものでもないしね。
Ugh. Does the chief not like me?
主任、そんなに嫌味ばっかりだとこの子やめちゃいますよ。最近の子は根性ないから。
嫌味じゃないわ。私は事実を言っただけ。どっか言ってると話が進まないわね。残ってもらったのは沢井さんのこれからのことです。
What's gonna happen to me? Does that mean if I mess up or make a mistake, I'm gonna get fired on the spot? Oh no, no. Am I I going to get fired on my second day on the job?
なんて顔をしてるの、あなたは。あなたに指導者をつけるという話よ。不安がる必要はないわ。
指導者？
プリセプター制度って言ってね、新人にマンツーマンで指導者をつける制度よ。新人をプリセプティ、指導者をプリセプターというの。プリセプターは新人が悩んでいたら仕事のことだけでなくプライベートのことも相談に乗ってあげるのよ。
Oh, I didn't know there was a system like that, and I'm about to be put through it? I wonder who my preceptor will be. I hope it's Senpai. Yamanouchi is easy to get along with and would be a good choice, but what if it was someone who isn't here today, or who turns out to be really scary?
ということで、沢井さんと仲良しらしい藤沢さん、プリセプターよろしく。
はい、頑張ります。
Yay, it's Senpai!
渚先輩、よろしくお願いします。
こっちこそよろしくね。
じゃあ藤沢さんにはプリセプターの指導要項を教えるから、沢井さんは山之内さんとおむつ交換に回って。
ほらグズグズしない、置いてくよ。
待ってください。
おむつ交換言うても入院患者全員がおむつしてるわけやないから、そんなに時間はかからへんよ。
そうなんですか？
今は重症部屋に2人と大部屋に6人、個室に1人の9人かな。
全員覚えてるんですか？
仕事してたら覚えるよ。個室から介護士さんが回ってくれてるから、私らは重症部屋からね。はい、ゴミ袋持って。
She hands me a transparent polyethylene bag. A convenience store bag?
大きい袋持って移動するのは邪魔やから、使用済みおむつはまずそこに入れる。機動性重視やね。
But it's transparent.
プラスこれな、ゴム手袋プラ製やけど。
Then she hands me a pair of thin plastic gloves. Is she telling me to put them on? Makes sense. When would I change diapers with my bare hands anyway?
ちなみに使用済みおむつもゴム手も感染性廃棄物扱いだから、普通のゴミとして捨てたらあかんよ。
そうなんですか？
一般の家庭ならそれぞれの自治体による分別でええけど、病院は違うからね。準感染物として血液や針とかと同じく専門の業者に引き取ってもらうことになってる。
Yamanouchi pleasantly steps up to a bed. The bed in front of us is Hana Amino's.
花さん、おはようさん。おむつ替えましょうね。
She peels off her covers and opens up her gown. I'm impressed with Yasuko's deft movements, but I can't just stand around staring.
おはようございます、アミノさん。
I scramble over to the side opposite of Yamanouchi.
花さん、見て見て。うちの病棟にも新人が入ったんですよ。
沢井です。よろしくお願いします。
Mrs. Amino smiles back at me. She holds up a shaking left hand. What could it mean?
よろしくの握手。
Oh, right. I hold her hand in both of mine.
よろしくお願いしますね。
Mrs. Amino nods her head.
後で記録見たらわかるけど、花さんは脳梗塞の後遺症で右麻痺と失語症が残っとる。
Oh no!
そうなんですか。
Yamanouchi opens up the diaper as she speaks and pulls the urine pad out of it.
じゃあ
Gross.
花さん、沢井さんの方向いてね。沢井、花さんの体支えて。
Mrs. Amino turns her prone body towards me. Then Yamanochi places a urine pad out on a new diaper and turns her on her back again.
じゃ花さんこっち向くよ。その間にあんたは尿取りのシワ伸ばして。
はい。
I straighten out the urine pad wrinkles like she asks.
シワがあったらその部分に余分な圧力かかって褥瘡になるからね。花さんお家帰ったらおじいちゃん待ってるもんね。褥瘡なんか作られへんよね。
Mrs. Amino looks pleased.
そのためにはリハビリも頑張らんとね。
This time her face turns sour. You know, this isn't half bad.
ほらボケっとしない。花さん裸んぼやんか。風邪ひいたらどうすんの。
はい、すみません。
I match Yamanochi's movements to seal the diaper, then close her gown. Finally, we put our blanket over her and finish our first person. And there's 9 people we have to do this for, right? I think doing this 9 times a day would be a little rough.
疲れた？
Hitting right where it hurts.
いえ、大丈夫です。
The chief, Yamanochi, the other nurses, are they all mind readers?
あんた顔に出るね。いけませんよ。患者さんが不安になっちゃうからね。
はい。
She isn't as harsh as the chief. No, she warns me in a casual way, trying to keep me calm. She's a good person.
じゃあ次の人ね。三井さん、ちょっとおむつ見せてくださいね。
Huh? Wait, she just pulled over the blanket, flipped up his gown, and opened up his diaper just a little bit? She doesn't have to change it?
三井さんはバルーン入ってるからうんち出てるかチェックするだけ。はい、オッケー。
This is so gross.
膀胱留置カテーテルね。確かそろそろ学級予定やったはず。
With that, she fixes up Mr. Mitsui's gown and pulls his sheets back up. That's it for our second person. Wait, I haven't done a thing!
バルーンの人は明け方のおむつ交換で介護士さんらが陰性してくれるからうちらがすることはうんちチェックだけね。
そうなんですか。
陰線っちゅうのは陰部洗浄のことな。
So that's what she meant by cleaning.
302にはもうおむつの人いてないから次は303号ね。
はい。
Okay, the next person is definitely going to have diapers to change, and I'm gonna do it right.
あ、言い忘れてたけどゴム手は一人一人交換すること。前の人のおしっこ触った手で自分のおけつ触られるの嫌でしょ。
はい、わかりました。
I take off the gloves I was using and put on a new pair.
あ、303もう終わりましたよ。
Huh?
マジで？うわー、ごめんな。いえ、いいですよ。看護師さんたちは点滴回ってください。ありがとう。ほな、そうさせてもらうね。
Yamanochi puts Mrs. Amino's used urine pad into the nursing staff's garbage bag and takes off her gloves. Huh? What about the diaper changing?
あ、この子新入りの沢井さんね。よろしくしてやってね。はい、よろしくお願いします。
The nursing staff sound genuinely happy to meet me. I got greeted first, even though I'm the younger one here.
あ、そんな、こちらこそよろしくお願いします。沢井香織です。
I scrambled to bow my head to the staff members. The staff giggles as they drag a large garbage bag full of used diapers down the hall and off somewhere out of view. So does that end the diaper changing, or...?
朝のおむつ交換は私ら看護師が重症部屋から介護士さんが個室から回っていくの。そうやって合流した時点で終了。大抵は303か305で合流できるねんけど今日はスタートが遅れたもんな。
That's my fault, right?
すみま
ころでさ、話は変わるねんけど、
Yamanochi speaks up and interrupts me.
昨日のことは内緒やで。
Last night? What happened last night again?
寮のロビーで会うたやん。
寮のロビー？
買わへんのやったらそこのいてくれへん？邪魔。なんや自分さっきからメンチ切っとんか？
Wait, that was... No way! The woman in the tattered old tracksuit was...
いやー、まさかあんな時間にあんな場所であんな姿を見られるとは思わんかったわ。
No way. That lady in the glasses and grubby tracksuit and the beautiful nurse right here are the same person? I can't believe it. Makeup is amazing. Or is this that nurse uniform magic? They do say it makes whoever wears it look twice as good.
秘密やで。
She winks at me with a smile, putting her index finger to her lips. Are you telling me she's that scary glasses-clad woman in the tracksuit from last night?
そんなに驚かんでもええやんか。傷つくわ。
あ、いえ、そんな。すみません。
病棟ではいろいろ秘密にしてたんだけどね。関西弁とか。
Your dialect sure stands out for being a secret.
ま、バレてもたからにはしゃあない。今度はうちの部屋に遊びにおいで。歓迎するで。
はい。
Yamanochi's room. That would be wherever that scary person in the tracksuit vanished off to last night, right?
ところで自分、漫画って好き？
She's just got the Kansai dialect on full blast now. Does she just not want to hide it around me anymore?
漫画ですか？ええ、まあ普通に読みますよ。
少年漫画と少女漫画、どっちのが好き？
区別したことはないかも。普通にどっちも好きですよ。
そうなん？
Is it just me, or is Yamanochi grinning at me?
それがどうかしたんですか？
いや別に。じゃ、無駄話してる暇はないから一旦詰め所に戻るわよ。
That was a sudden switch back to her poised nurse persona. It's like I'm watching Jekyll and Hyde play out, though it doesn't look like she can really divide up the roles yet. What a strange person.
じゃあまずは手を洗って。
はい。
なんか別のケアをするたびにこうして手を洗うようにね。院内感染の原因にはなりたくないでしょ？
Hospital, right? Infection? I get it. Since our patients' immune system are so weak, they'd be vulnerable to whatever bacteria our hands happen to have hidden on them.
主任さん、おむつ交換終わりましたけど、新人点滴詰めさせてもいいですか？
The chief comes out from the break room. That's right, she was teaching Nagisa what she needed to know to be my instructor.
そうね。こっちはもう少し時間がかかりそうだから指導をお願い。了解。ほら新人、ボケっとしない。
I wonder what Senpai and the chief are talking about in there. I'm a little curious, but there's no time to wonder about that now. Whoa, there are so many IV bottles on the medicine table. Do we put all of these in our patients' IV bags? Well, probably.
これは日勤で行く分な。夜勤さんが朝方にこうして部屋番号順に並べてくれるの。点滴は静脈内に直接薬液をぶち込むから、ミスしたら患者さんの容体が一遍で変わる危険物やからね。
Oh no.
看護師サイドでそんな事故を起こさんよう看護師2人で処方箋と現物をチェックする通称ダブルチェック
Double check.
なるほど。
片方が処方箋を読み上げてもう片方が現物の薬剤名をチェックそうしてから薬品を詰めてくねんよ最初は薬剤名が読みづらかったり分かりにくかったり少し時間かかるけどそのうち慣れるから安心しでも慣れた頃は一番やばいねんよ薬剤の名前は似たものが多いしうっかり間違えたら患者の命と看護師免許が危ない
Nursing license. Whoa.
肝に銘じとき自分のちょっとしたミスが自分と誰かの人生を左右することになるねんであと副作用が出やすい薬剤はボトルに直接マジックで書くこと
副作用？
例えばカリウム剤これはゆっくり落とさんと下手したら心臓止まるであとは気管支拡張剤これもゆっくりいかんといきなりマーライオン
マーライオン？
噴水のようなゲロをします
I can't get that image out of my head.
まあゲロだけで済めばええけど痙攣を起こしたり心臓おかしなったりちょっと大変
It can get a little sticky.
それちょっとどころじゃないですよね。
I didn't sign up for this.
医療ミスを起こすってことはちょっとどころじゃない大変なことなんよ
That's terrifying. I've always wanted to be a nurse ever since I was little, but I had no idea the job was so scary.
まミスを起こさんためにダブルチェックするねんけどねドクターが間違えて処方ミスした場合私らの責任じゃないけどそのミスを指摘できるようにさらにチェック
Oh, I know, I'm getting anxiety just listening to all of this. If we catch those screw-ups. Yamanochi gives my shoulder a good pat.
そう怯えなさんな気さえ抜かへんかったらそうそうミスは起こさんから
But if you turn that around, does that mean if I'm not paying full attention all the time, I'll blow it right away?
そうなりそうな薬剤って全部覚えなきゃいけないんですよね。
Yamanochi gapes at me before her lips curl up into a grin.
覚えんでも滴下速度注意薬剤は処方箋に書いてあるから大丈夫まあ使われる薬剤なんて大抵決まってるしそのうちに覚えるて
そうなんですか？
そうそうそんなもんなんですってことではいこれ
Yamanochi hands me a stack of papers. Are these the prescriptions?
部屋番号患者氏名薬剤名と量を順に読み上げてあ患者氏名はフルネームでね
はい。
I read the prescriptions as she asked.
301網野花さん5%ティーゼント1 V
5プロツッカブドウ糖液は DZ って書いてツッカって読むこの場合は 5% ツッカ1バイアル
Can we not use German, please?
ちなみに記号の V はバイアル A はアンプルの略な他は
VB121A とアスコルビン酸 1A
ビタミン B12 とビタミン C が1アンプルこういう書き方もドクターの好き好きやからねまあそのうち慣れる
はい
I guess I've just gotta do my best.
網野花さん5プロツッカに B12 と C とはい OK
drug names are all foreign sounding and difficult to read, but we managed to get our double check done. I'm a little beat, but I don't exactly have time to catch my breath.
はい、お疲れさん。10時の点滴はチェック終了。
That's only 10 o'clock. Huh? 10 o'clock IV check.
針刺しの人と抗生物質は10時と17時に行くから、朝はおむつ交換終わったらすぐやるん。持続点滴の人は0時から6時間ごととか8時間ごととか12時間ごとだから10時のチェックには入らない。
そうなんですか。
じゃあ次は詰めていきます。
詰める？
アンプルとかバイアルの中身を吸ってボトルに詰めます。おれちゃっちゃとやる。ほんまは一人一人注射器を変える必要があるけど、同じ薬剤吸うときは変えんでもいいよ。まあうちの病院だけやけどな。他の病院ではやったらあかんよ。ああそうそう、アンプルカットの際にガラスで指切らんよう要注意ね。
はい。
There are about 20 IV bottles to fill. In front of each are checked ampoules and vials. I very cautiously cut one of the ampoules. Then I extract the medical liquid inside with a syringe and transfer it into said bottle. My nerves are so tense they could snap. Am I actually going to be able to get used to this?
じゃあ次は輸液ルートの準備な。まずボトルにルートについた針を刺して、液だめに半分ほど薬液を入れる。クレンメ、滴下調節器具を触って滴下させながらルート内を薬液で満たす。
Fill in the tube with the meds.
ルート内が薬液で満ちたらボトルに巻きつけてワゴンに置く。これで準備終了。とまあ口で言うてもわからんから、これはやってみるしかないね。ああ、ルート内にエア入れたら点滴の落ちが悪なるから注意な。
I'm already at the end of my rope, Yamanochi. Am I even cut out to be a nurse? Now nothing but doubt fills my mind.
はーい、点滴ですよ。
You roll the cart out to room 301, the intensive care room.
って言っても301号室の皆さんは持続点滴中なのです。だもんでやることっつったらすでにあるルートに点滴つなぐだけ。新人にもできるやろ。
When she hands me the IV bottle, I freeze up.
なんや、学校で習うたやろ。
でも実際の点滴にベッドサイドで触るのは初めてで。
初体験か。ういういしくて燃えるな。なんでもない、独り言や独り言。しゃあないな新人、よく見とけよ。
Before I can say anything, Yamanochi scoops the bottle out of my hands and hangs it down from the S-shaped hook under the curtain rail.
S 字フック。
この人らは自分では動かれへんからね。点滴台は自力でトイレ行く人専用。
Yamanochi sterilizes the tip of the tube as she speaks and quickly attaches it to the tube that's already there. I find myself applauding the ease she works with.
こんなん昼飯前や。
That's not very sanitary. I think you still need at least one hand.
ちゅうことで次は302な。ここの点滴は胃潰瘍の大谷さんだけ。大谷さんはめっさ血管出てるから分かりやすいで。おはようございます。点滴です。新人がガン見してますけど気にせんといてくださいね。
Mr. Otai is a slender, timid-looking man. He bows his head with a bit of a flustered look. I scramble to lower my head as well.
新人の沢井香織です。
そんな心配そうな顔せんでも新人にいきなり針刺させたりしませんって。安心してくださいね、大谷さん。ああ、新人、針刺しはさせられへんけどテープ固定を任せてええんよね。
Yamanochi slides the IV needle into Mr. Atai's arm as she speaks. I haven't replied yet.
テープ固定
10センチくらいに切った絆創膏を4本くらい用意する。
あ、はい。
固定する前に針がちゃんと入ってるか逆血を確認すること。逆血がないのは針が血管内に入ってないってことやから、遅かれ早かれ点滴漏れるからどっちみち差し直す羽目になるね。
Maybe a week sooner or later and break it back.
どうせ差し直すんやったら血管のダメージ少ないうちに差し直すのがお互いにええのんよ。
ダメージが少ないうちに差し直す。
Ah! I forgot to bring a notebook.
針が入ったらラインを止める。軽く引っ張っても取れんようにラインにループを作る。
I wonder if I can remember all this.
安心し、最初のうちはうちなり藤沢なりが指導でつくから全部覚える必要はあらへん。
あ、そうでしたね。
とはいえ何度も同じ間違いしてたら鉄拳制裁やけどな。
Seeming to find our exchange funny, Mr. Tai chuckles. This is a little embarrassing.
ほな大谷さん、点滴終わったらコールしてね。
Yamanochi smiles and brings the nurse call to Mr. Atai's hand. I have to say, she's really skilled with her hands. She stuck the IV needle in and secured the syringe all while explaining it to me. I wonder if I'll get this skilled someday.
ほれ新人、次行くで。
あ、はい。
303と305は今日は藤沢担当やから次は306な。
はい。
Senpai's in charge of them? I still don't have a grasp on the system, but it looks like room 306 is next.
306はいろんな意味で難しいから覚悟しときや。
難しいってどうしてですか？
Yamanochi's face twists into a devious grin.
306は子供部屋やね。
Oh no, children!
大きな病院では小児科病棟があるけどここはそんなんないからね。こうして一部屋に集めるんよ。小児科やけど昔トラブルがあって入院できるのは小学生以上の子で幼稚園未満の子は別の病院へ行ってもらう。あと大部屋やから集団生活ができん子や規律を乱す子は両親に連絡して転院や。ごねる親もいてるけど病院は事前事業やないからね。
Oh. Everyone here has some form of illness, so it's not like any one patient can be selfish. And allowing one patient to get their way can have effects on others' treatment and symptoms too.
子供なんてわがまま言うのがデフやから舐められたらあかんよ。
306 is a 6-patient room. The kids probably know that it's IV time because some of them look scared in their beds and some of them are straight up missing.
はーい、みんなおはようございます。じゃあ端っこの子からやってくからね。じゃあしょうちゃんからね。おはようございます。
おはようございます。
いい子だね。先に腕出してくれるんだ。
だって痛いのは早く終わらせる方がいいもん。
そうねそうね。しょうちゃんが目をキュッと閉じてる間に終わるからちょっと頑張っててな。
With that, Yamanochi unravels the tube from the IV bottle and puts the bottle in the IV stand. I cut out 4 strips of tape like she told me before and get ready to hand them over quickly.
はい刺すよ。はい刺した。もう痛いのおしまい。
Yamanochi preps in the needle, takes the tape from me, and slips the needle into the little girl's arm without even taking a minute. Wow.
まだ痛い？
痛くない。
痛くなってきたらすぐナースコール鳴らしてね。うん。よし、行こう行こう。次は琥珀ちゃんね。
A girl, presumably Kohaku, starts wailing. Well, that's understandable. Kohaku's on the younger side of the elementary school, so I'd imagine thinking about getting stuck with the needle would make her cry.
あらら、琥珀ちゃん、どうしたの？
Yamanochi peers at her with a soothing voice. Yeah, needles hurt and they're pretty scary. But it has to be done, and she's such a small child, so she'd definitely cry even if she knows it has to happen. Right then, the girl in the neighboring bed gives Kohaku a gentle hug.
泣かなくても大丈夫だよ。ちょっとチクってするだけだから。
The girl in the neighboring bed, she looks like she's in middle school or so. I'm still like this, even as an adult. Like, I can't... If I had to get, like, I don't know, like, a vaccine or whatever, I can't look at my arm when they inject it. I can't. Same thing if I'm, like, the few times I did blood work. I can't. I can't look at it, and I'm scared. Sometimes it hurts more than others, the needles. Ugh. She puts on a kind smile, sits down on the bawling Kohaku's bed, and gently puts her arm around her shoulder. Then she holds out her arm for Yamanochi.
私の点滴を先にしてもらっていいですか？大丈夫だよ。私も琥珀ちゃんと同じだよ。私が先に頑張るから、琥珀ちゃんも頑張ろうね。
She smiles at us, and she smiles at the teary Kohaku as well. It's a really heartwarming scene. Oh, and speaking of, in like horror movies and stuff, when they use injections, I can't look at that either. Ugh.
アミちゃんはええ子やね。ほな、アミちゃんから点滴するね。
Yamanochi slides the needle into her arm. Then she quickly secures it with the tape I'd cut.
大丈夫でしょ？
Kohaku's gritting her teeth and holding back tears. I wonder how Yamanochi will deal with this while I cut the tape, but she pulls out a tissue from the bedside, takes the tape I'd cut, and starts making something.
頑張るってお約束できるかな？
お花だ。
There's a flower made of tissue in Yamanochi's hand. She puts it on Kohaku's hand while she ties up a rubber bandage around her upper arm.
ほんまは頑張った後にあげるねんけど、琥珀ちゃんは特別やで。
ありがとう。
Kohaku is distracted by the paper flower. Yamanochi takes advantage of that opening and puts the needle into her arm. That was really fast. She flinched just a bit and didn't even cry. Now all that's left is securing it with the tape.
よかったね、琥珀ちゃん。お花もらえて。それにね、全然痛くなかったの。明日もお姉ちゃんだったらいいな。
As Ami pets Kohaku's head, our eyes meet.
新しいナースさんですよね。新しいナースさんは注射しないんですか？その
Her sudden question puts me on the spot. Yamanochi does not let this slip, however, and comes out in between us.
新人はね、 先に覚えることがあるから、そっち先に覚えてもらって、それから針刺しに回ることになるんよ。
そうなんですか。
After hearing that explanation, Ami turns to me and smiles.
頑張ってくださいね。
That smile warms my heart.
はい、頑張ります。さっきの子、すっかりお姉さんでしたね。
ああ、浅田亜美ちゃんね。あの部屋で一番年上だし、学校では優等生だから、いろいろ気が張ってるのかもね。
中学生くらいですか？ちょっと幼い感じがしたけど。
それ言うたら、亜美ちゃん落ち込むで。あの子、ああ見えて高校生や。
This comment, by the way. So, when I went to my college, I had to do like volunteer work for like to keep my scholarship. So I volunteered at this one place, and like people of all ages could volunteer, and I look pretty young. Like my face is just like childish, and me being 5'1" doesn't help. But so I was asking this guy if I could, go in, get signed up and stuff, and then he's like, "Are you in elementary school?" I'm like, "What? I'm 20. I'm 23 now. She's in high school." She looked pretty young, but she was rather mature. High schooler.
はい、ぐだぐだ言うてんと、ギャッチアップに行くで。あと1時間ほどで昼食やろ。寝たきりの人は自分で起き上がれないから、ベッドをギャッチアップしなきゃいけないの。
ああ、なるほど。
It's already near lunchtime, and this whole time, Senpai's been listening to the chief's lectures, so we haven't gotten the chance to work together at all. And we're working in the same hospital, too. Maybe we could work together after lunch?
主任、藤さんの担当の点滴どうします？
ごめんなさい。もう少しかかりそうだからお願いしてもいいかしら。
了解。じゃあ新人、キャッチアップは任せた。うちは藤沢の担当部屋の点滴ちょっぱ屋で回ってから合流する。
はい。
ええか？くれぐれもそのままギャッチアップしたらあかんよ。ギャッチアップした時に両シーンになるように考えてからアップするんよ。
So, I need to think of what they'll be like after I raise the bed. That makes sense.
はい、わかり。
後でチェックするから気合い入れるんやで。
はい。
I'm beat. Being a nurse is way more physically taxing than I expected. Changing diapers, moving people around to make sure they don't get bed sores, moving people to the examination room and x-ray room. You have to move patients around so much. And there's so much paperwork to learn right from the start. The mountain of documents just knocked me out. I worked with Senpai in the afternoon, but since she wasn't used to teaching people, we just ended up being an odd pair. It's a little tough now, but maybe later on I'll be able to look back at this and laugh. Yeah, I know I will. And I've got to put in the work to get there.
かおりちゃん。
Not what I'm changing! Someone hugs me from behind. Wait, I'm still in my underwear! Did a pervert break in here?
もう私よ。騒いったら驚きすぎ。
I look back and see that Senpai's got her arms around me.
なぎさ先輩。
Senpai's grinning away, looking so amused you wouldn't think the day's shift exhausted her. And she's already changed into her regular clothes, too. That speed's no joke.
騒いのこのふわふわ感触。もしかして胸が大きくなった？
Plush. Senpai has her hands right on my chest?
何してんですか？
何って沢井の成長を確かめてるだけよ。
She gropes some more.
なんなら ラマ乳触ってほしい。
セクハラですよ先輩。
良いではないか、良いではないか。減るもんじゃないし。
吐息がくすぐったいんですってば。
それにしても沢井はほんと成長したわね。胸がふんってしちゃう。ふん。
She's definitely breathing right on my neck.
くすぐったい。
沢井ったら相変わらずからかうと面白い。あ、それはそうと、今日はごめんね。私仕事を誰かに教えるのって全然慣れてなくてって謝りたかったんだけどね。病棟の真ん中で沢井と二人、このままどうなっちゃうのって思っちゃった。てへ。
もうてへんじゃないですよ、渚先輩ったら。
Yourself, senpai.
でも無事に終わってよかったです。てかいい加減離れてください。
うん、私もそう思う。無事に終わってよかったって。
And she totally ignores how I asked her to let go of me.
ってことで、私のおごりでいいから一緒に飲もう。
今日もですか？
今日は昨日みたく飲みすぎないように気をつけるからさ。お詫びも兼ねてね。
Well, she did say she'd make sure not to drink too much. It should be fine.
新人のくせして2日目からギリギリなんていい度胸ね。5分前行動って言葉は知っているでしょ。慣れないうちは手が遅いから早めに来るのが相手への気遣いよね。第一、勤務開始時間は集合時間ではありません。あなたは来てすぐに仕事が始められるほど有能な看護師なのかしら。
I don't want to get chewed out by the chief again tomorrow, so everything should be okay if I don't drink too much either. And I do kind of want to drink now. Yeah, you gotta let loose sometimes.
そうですね。じゃあ飲みましょう。渚先輩のおごりで。
おう、任せとけ。で、沢井、いつまで下着姿でいいの？
Senpai's question brings me back to my senses. I'm still as scantily clad as when she hugged me from behind. Afterwards, we headed to the convenience store to buy drinks and snacks. It's a little out of the way, but the convenience store is brand new and spotless. Apparently, the convenience store was a regular old liquor store until last year. The owner entered a franchising contract, and the liquor shop was reborn as a convenience store. The town didn't have a convenience store until then. All you could do was go one station over or give up on the convenient goods you so craved. Well, it's a country town. It comes with the territory. And what's worse, the liquor store closed at night and had set days when it was closed entirely, making it awfully hard to use on a nurse's volatile schedule. And it came back onto the scene as a convenience store right before I got my job at the hospital. It was fate! I hope this is the start of a long, fruitful relationship.
渚先輩、ちょっと買いすぎじゃないですか？
いいじゃない、別に。私のお金でしょ？
でも重いです。こんなに一度に買い込まなくても。
いいでしょ、別に。あ、余った分は沢井の部屋に置いといてね。
もう、渚先輩ったら。
As we laugh and head for the elevator.
あら、
Uh-oh.
お疲れ様です。
お疲れ様です。
お疲れ様。就業後も2人は一緒なのね。仲良しさんで羨ましいわ。
Wow, the Chase regular clothes are so grown up looking.
仲良しさんだって。私たちこれから沢井の部屋で飲むんですけど、主任さんも一緒にどうですか？
Wait, Senpai, you're just going to ask the chief to join us? Right here, right now? The chief's staring right at me. This is kind of...
お誘いありがとう。でも今回はやめておくわ。そうなんですか？
Wait, did my awkward expression turn the chief off from joining us? No way, right? That can't be it.
やることがいろいろあるの。持ち帰りの仕事もあるし。そうなんですか。たまには主任さんの酔ったところ見てみたいです。そのうちにね。また明日。はい、また明日。失礼します。
Wait, the chief isn't going to use the elevator?
また振られちゃったな。
Wait, did Senpai just say again?
主任さんってちょっと人付き合い悪いところあるから、いろいろ口実つけて誘うんだけどね。
Senpai grimaces as she pushes the elevator call button.
今まで成功した試しがないの。ノミニケーションすればもうちょっと仲良くなれそうなんだけどな。渚先輩は主任さんが好きなんですか？
I'm surprised at myself for asking. I think that was a little too direct.
好きっていうか憧れかな。
Senpai's eyes seem to glaze to some distant object of admiration as a bashful smile comes over her face.
あの人、私たちには気を使うのに、私たちには気を使わせないのよね。最初はとっつきにくくて苦手だったけど、一緒に仕事しているうちに本当は不器用な人なんだなって分かったの。
She's a little...
心はすごく優しいのに、主任って肩書きがあるからその優しさを表に出さないようにしてる感じ。
she's a little awkward. It's like she's a softie on the inside but can't exactly show it because she's the chief, you know what I mean?
そういうのってさ、なんだか寂しいじゃない。だから仕事が終わったら親しげに話しかけるようにしてるんだけど、私はまだ2年目の新人で主任さんが求めるだけの仕事ができないからかな。ちゃんと相手にしてもらえないの。
With me. As if to shake off that unpleasant thought, Senpai looks up.
ほら行くよ、沢井。そんな新規臭い顔しないの。
Senpai, if I could just lighten the burden on her shoulders.
はい、今日は飲みましょう。
I smile at her as I pull out my room key and she grins back at me.
お、言ったわね、沢井。はい、言いました。今日は飲みます。渚先輩も飲みましょう。
Senpai lets out a satisfied giggle.
でも昨日の今日だから主任さんに叱られない程度にね。でも今日はハラハラしたわよね。そうですよ。ナースコールって怖いですよね。沢井が間違えたんでしょ。302で鳴ってたのに間違えて301って言うなんて。でも間違えてよかったじゃないですか。網野さんベッドから落ちそうになってたし。そりゃね、落ちなくて済んでよかったけどね。302の大大さんもかわいそうでしょ。待たせちゃって申し訳なかったなと。大大さんが入ってるのに何もしなかったじゃないですか。だって私オート解除はどうしても苦手で。苦手って言われても。だってもらいゲロしちゃうんだもん。どうすんのよ、私のゲロで患者さんがさらにもらいゲロしたら。患者さんと看護師でお互いのゲロにもらいゲロ、ゲロ三昧。
Senpai is super drunk, isn't she?
もうやめやめ、この話はなし。
Uh-oh. What happened? Is the stream... Are we good? That was weird. Now if that's it, we're done talking about this. Point. Vomit's probably the last thing you want to talk about when you're drinking.
オート解除は量と症状をチェックして、あとは本人のバイタルチェックするべし。
できなかったくせに。
ああ、言わないで。反省してるから言わないで。
Senpai. I'm pretty lucky being Senpai's coworker. It means I get to see these surprising sides of her, that's for sure.
はいはい、飲みましょうね。
次回からはオート解除は沢井に任せた。
そんな。
結構飲んじゃったわね。
そうですね。
残ったお酒は置いてくけど、勝手に飲んじゃダメよ。
飲みません。
よしよし、いい子ね、沢井。
Senpai hugs me tight and strokes my head. She's definitely a big fan of physical contact.
じゃあ、明日も日勤だし、今日はそろそろ帰るわね。
もう帰っちゃうんですか？
物事はね、何事も腹8分目なのよ。次回ご期待くださいで終わらせるのがいいのよね。それに主任さんに怒られたくないし、そろそろ使える子だって評価されたい。
私も。
Man, there'd be nothing better than our stern chief thinking we were good nurses.
そういうわけで、また明日会いましょう。
また明日。
I come back to my senses and it hits me. My room's a total mess. Wait, am I supposed to clean this up all by myself? No way, that's not fair. Senpai, come back!
白衣性恋愛症候群リセラピー。
Today's my second day in the ward. It's actually my third day, but I barely worked on my first day, so that doesn't count. But even though I worked yesterday, I still have no idea what a normal workday's like. This is totally different from job training back in school. I ran into Senpai when I left the dorm in the morning, so we went to the changing room and the nurse's station together. You know, I could get used to this.
さてと、今日からみっちり指導するわよ。
ご指導ご鞭達お願いします。
そこ噛まない。
すみません。
コール鳴ってるわよ。ナースコールを拾うのは新人の役目。
So with the nurse call, you push the button near the part that's lit up. And that lets you talk with the patient who called you on the phone looking thing.
どうされました？
血が出てるよ。
血ですって。コールどこから？
303です。
私先に行ってるから。沢井、カート持ってきて。
渚先輩。
As I squirm with the nurse call receiver in hand, Senpai rushes out of the nurse's station. What was I supposed to do again? First I need to hang up the call.
今藤沢さんが伺いました。
Wait, I'm going too, right? Huh? Did Senpai tell me to bring something? There are no nurses in the nurses station I can ask either. Alright, I'll just go to room 303 and come back to get whatever I need. 303 is just across from the station, too.
失礼します。
やっと来た。ってカート持ってきてないじゃん。もう沢井何やってんの。
カート？
血が出てるって言ってたでしょ。出血部位を抑えるための滅菌ガーゼは必要かもって思わない？
あ、そうか。
I look at the patient behind Senpai. What was his name again? Mr. Toshiru. He has a cognitive impairment, and his family situation has had him stuck in the hospital for a while. But there he is, smiling away.
若い子は元気があっていいね。
トシルさんってば笑ってる場合じゃないでしょ。また点滴引っこ抜いて。
孫娘にあやとりを教えてくれとせがまれとるんじゃよ。
あやとりはもう分かりましたから。いつも午前中は寝てるのになんで今日に限って起きてるのよ。
So basically, Mr. Toshiru, who usually sleeps there in the morning, happened to wake up for some reason, then thought the IV tube sticking out of his arm was a string for playing cat's cradle and pulled it out. Blood gushed out of the hole the needle left behind, and the patient next to him freaked out and hit the nurse call.
もう沢井ボケっとしてないで。処置するからカート持ってきて。
This is the first time I realize what cart Senpai's talking about. She's talking about the aid cart, the one with the gauzes and disinfectants. I can't believe I'm this slow.
はい、すぐに。
Senpai let out a massive sigh over her lunch. But there's no surprise there. I really didn't put enough thought into things. Things got even worse after Mr. Toshiru's treatment. There was a nurse call from Mr. Gorin in 302, the patient with kidney stones, but he was in so much pain he couldn't talk. All I could hear from the receiver were groans. I didn't notice that, though, and just kept asking what seems to be the problem over the call. Senpai told me that he was in too much pain to say anything, and I went to his room. We checked his vitals, prepped doctor prescribed painkillers, gave him a shot, and then checked his vitals again. When we went to check his vitals yet again, when his pain had calmed down, his roommate, Mr. Tai, started vomiting. Apparently, hearing Mr. Gorin groan in pain in the bed next to him was highly stressful. I really should have just gone to the room right away when I got the call, instead of trying to piece together what was going on first. It's close to the nurse's station and wouldn't even have taken 5 minutes. With that, I left Mr. Gorin's vitals to Senpai and dealt with Otai's vomiting. When I took the moment out of the room, I heard the call ringing in the nurse's station. I didn't want to go into the station with puke in my hands, though. So when I answered the call after dealing with it, the patient yelled at me for taking too long. Have a good night, Fuli. It was Mr. Yukaku in 312, the single room. Senpai and I went to his room to apologize for the late response, but he wouldn't hear us out. He kept yelling to bring the chief or head nurse. I'd heard he was a stubborn old man, but I didn't think he'd be this bad. I feel bad for being late to the call, but what should I have done? Should I have taken the call with the residue in my hand? Senpai doesn't say anything, but I just know that being my preceptor is wearing her out. And the biggest problem is probably my lack of consideration. How can I get better at that?
渚先輩。すみません。迷惑かけて。
Senpai looks a little taken aback at what I said. It looks like I really have been causing trouble for her.
沢井が謝る必要はないのよ。だって沢井は新人なんだもん。
でも
新人は先輩に迷惑をかけるものでしょ。それを少しでも悪いなって思うんだったらさっさと成長して私を楽にして。
ね。
Grow into the job fast and make things better.
渚先輩。
Make things easier for me, alright?
あと次に入ってきた後輩にどれだけたっぷり迷惑をかけられても笑顔でフォローすること。それが先輩から受けた恩を後輩に返すということ。これは社会人としての務めよ。渚先輩。
Senpai is really cool.
なんてね。去年私が主任に言われたことなんだけどね。私去年すっごく迷惑かけちゃったから今年沢井に迷惑かけられても文句を言える立場じゃないのよね。でもさ、沢井はもうちょっと考えて行動した方がいいかもね。
Ugh.
龍角さんのあれはちょっとひどいけど、でも患者さんにとってはナースコールは命綱なの。コールを取れる場所にいながらスルーしちゃうのは私もどうかなって思う。でも大谷さんの吐物が。私ならそれを廊下の誰も蹴ったりしないような端に置いて先にコール対応するかな。または大きな声で看護師さんを呼んで処理してもらうとかね。
I see. So I can put down what I've got on hand or call for someone's help. I wasn't thinking dynamically enough. I'll do better next time.
あとコール対応しながら相手の疾患を思い出しつつ何を持っていくかを考えるの。例えばさっきの302のコール、相手にどうしたのか聞くのは間違ってないよ。でももっと頭を使わなきゃ。302は2人しかいないんだから、胃潰瘍の大谷さんか尿路結石の五輪さんのどっちかがコールしてきたことになるでしょ。大谷さんからなら大抵胃が痛い、吐きそう、吐きましたという内容が多いよね。五輪さんからだとほぼ結石発作。結石の痛みは強烈だからコールはできても喋れないはず。
Wouldn't be able to talk even if he managed to make the call.
そう考えればうなってるだけの相手のコールの対応も自然に分かってくるんじゃない？なるほど。
So I should think of who called first of all. I can't just think that all I need to do is answer the nurse call because it's ringing.
看護に正解はないの。看護だけでなくて医療の世界は結果が全て。患者さんのためを思ってしたことでも患者さんのプラスにならなければそれは無駄な労力になっちゃうの。だから私たちは頭を使って仕事をしなきゃいけない。で、これは山之内さんの受け売りなんだけどね。
Nursing is a lot harder than it looks. And it's not just nursing either. Working as a whole is seriously tough stuff. Answering nurse calls is my job as a newbie. But I'm a little scared to answer it. My mind can't help but imagine making more trouble for my patients and coworkers.
沢井さん、コール鳴ってるわよ。はい。
305, that's the sixth patient room that only has women in it.
どうされました？
すみません。ちょっと気分が悪くなってきたので。
That voice, that's Mrs. Chodo, isn't it?
はい、すぐ伺います。長藤さんからコールがあったので行ってきます。
Mrs. Chodo has Maring's disease, blah, blah, something. I'm sure it acted up on her, making her feel seasick. So what I need to do is take her vitals and what else? When I arrive at her room, I see her leaning weakly against her bed frame and Mrs. Basin in hand.
長藤さん、大丈夫ですか？
して。
When I hear her powerless words, I give her back a good rub. I give her back a good rub. If I remember right, Barriers gives the patient a sense of vertigo, spells of hearing loss, and ear ringing, right? So what was the correct way to care for someone with it again? I can't believe how little I know. I should have studied more in school. It's not too late, so I've got to study up before it is. I've got to at least know about the diseases the patients in this ward have. Otherwise, I can't actually call myself a nurse.
上等さん、どうかしたんですか？
気のせいかしら。なんだかめまいが楽になってきたような。
I stop rubbing Mrs. Chodo's back and look at my hand. Wait, is this...
耳鳴りもずっと小さくなったわ。看護婦さんが背中をさすってくれたおかげかしらね。
The Japanese word for providing care literally means to lay hands on, said to have come from the practice of putting one's hand where it hurts in an attempt to relieve the pain, even slightly, I think.
あ、いえ、たまたまだと思いますよ。
たまたまでも楽になったのが嬉しいわ。ありがとう看護婦さん。またお願いしようかしら。
My hands. Truth be told, this has been going on for a while. When I touch people where it hurts or pat their shoulders, they'll tell me that ease their pain. It has to be a coincidence, though. I'm sure I just happened to touch them when their symptoms died down. I mean, it's unscientific, isn't it? It's complete happenstance. Total coincidence. Though I do like being thanked.
私でよかったらまた呼んでください。まだ新人なのでできることが少ないから少しでも役に立てることをしたいんです。
そんなに焦る必要はないわよ。今は自分ができることを少しずつ確実にこなしていけばいいんだから。
She repays me with a bright smile. I didn't know being thanked by patients was this nice.
看護婦さんって大変なお仕事だけど頑張ってね。
はい、頑張ります。
Giggle. So even I get to be thanked by a patient. I've got to study hard, work on my skills, and be a nurse who can help her patients.
戻りました。
沢井、どうだった？一人で行って大丈夫だった？
あ、はい。上等さんのメニエール発作収まったようです。
よかった。何もなくて。
Senpai was worried about me. She's so nice.
立ち話はいいから沢井さん忘れないうちに記録を書いてしまいなさい。
My report?
どうしたの？
Oh no.
渚先輩、私バイタルサイン測定するの忘れてました。
もう大事なことなのにどうして忘れるの？
どうしよう、渚先輩。
もう一度上等さんのところに行ってきなさい。
With the chief sign behind me, I end up leaving the nurse's station again, headed for Mrs. Chodo's bedside. Senpai, the chief, and Mrs. Chodo must all be utterly fed up with me. Ugh.
沢井、準備はいい？
はい、OK です。
Senpai and I exchanged looks in front of room 306 and nodded at each other with big smiles.
はーい、点滴の時間ですよ。
The energetic little voices we can hear from outside all stop at once.
いつものことだもんね。みんな慣れちゃったよね。
Senpai holds up an IV bottle. I get ready to help her with a smile.
はーい、じゃあ端っこの子からいきますよ。
With a big, nearly unnatural smile, Senpai holds up the bottle as little Sho desperately closes her eyes.
じゃあ翔ちゃん頑張ろっか。
Since Sho's bed is closest to the door, she always gets the first shot. It looks like she knows how this works, but it doesn't mean she likes it.
ちょっとチクッとするよ。痛くない痛くない
ね、痛くないでしょ。
痛くない痛くない。
She shudders with her eyes shut tight. Sho knows that if she acts like it hurts, she'll just scare the other kids. That's why she's enduring the pain. What a nice kid.
偉かったね翔ちゃん。じゃあ次は
The moment she meets eyes with Senpai, Kohaku bursts into tears.
あ、どうしちゃったのかな。大丈夫だよ、痛くないよ。ほら昨日も頑張れたでしょ。
Senpai scrambles to pat Kohaku's head as she cries.
やだよ、昨日の看護さがいいよ。
She means Yamanochi, right? Yeah, she works amazingly well with children. Senpai looks at me with troubled eyes. I don't know what to do either, but maybe if I copy what Yamanochi was doing, Kohaku will stop crying. I can't pull off what she did, but it's worth a try. Yamanochi made a flower out of tissue paper to distract her while she gave her her shot. But I can't make a flower like that.
怖くないでしょ。ほら一瞬だし、いつもやってるでしょ。ね。いやー、お注射嫌なの。
Is there anything I can do? I rummage through my belongings and notice the pen in my apron. It has a cute rabbit character on it. I think this character is popular with kids, so maybe... I pull out the pen and hold it in front of Kohaku so she can see the character.
こんにちは。私ガブリン。あなたのお名前なんていうの？
Kohaku stops crying immediately and stares at the pen.
私にお名前教えてくれる？琥珀。そっか、琥珀ちゃんって言うんだね。ガブリン、お友達が欲しいんだ。私と仲良くしてくれるかな？
Kohaku stares at the rabbit character and smiles.
いいよ。ガブリンのお友達になってあげる。
Senpai, now's your chance. The moment I look up, Senpai snaps into action and holds the IB needle.
琥珀ちゃんは強い子だね。ガブリン、頑張り屋さんの琥珀ちゃんが大好きだよ。本当？
As Kohaku stares at the rabbit with shining eyes, Senpai quickly pricks the needle into her.
はい、おしまい。
あれ？琥珀ちゃん、強かったね。さすがガブリンのお友達だね。偉いね。もう終わったの？そうだよ。頑張ったね。
Kohaku smiles bashfully. Then I notice Ami staring at me just past Kohaku.
次は私ですよね。ね、ガブリン。
Am I gonna have to do my Gabarin routine with Ami too? The high school student?
ねえねえ、私も頑張ったよ。私もガブリンとお友達なんだよね。
She was romping about on the neighboring bed.
もちろんだよ。琥珀ちゃんもショウちゃんもみんなガブリンとお友達だよ。
The children laugh in excitement.
沢井、ありがとう。助かったわ。
After putting in Ami's IV needle, Senpai pats me on the shoulder in relief. I've really got to pick up a bunch of techniques to distract kids while I give them shots. And when I think about that, wow, being a nurse is a tough job. When I'm on my way back to the nurse's station, someone calls to me from behind.
ナースさん
Huh, what?
どうかしましたか、浅田さん。やだな、浅田さんだなんて。他の人みたいにアミちゃんって呼んでください。沢井さん。
I blink a bit when she calls me by name, but she looked at my name tag. I have to say, I heard Ami was a high school student, but when I look at her up close, she honestly looks like she's still in middle school. I wonder if I was like this too.
そう？じゃあアミちゃんどうかしたの？呼んでみただけ。その迷惑でした？
She looks up at me with wide eyes. Those eyes make me want to forgive just about anything she'll do.
迷惑なんかじゃないよ。話しかけてくれるのは嬉しいな。私、ナースさん新人さんなのにすごく頑張ってるなって思って、すごく忙しそうなのに笑顔だから私も元気になれそうだなってそう思って。
I hadn't even thought of what expression I had while I worked. So just working with a smile cheers up our patients, huh?
私ったら名前聞いてごめんなさい。声をかけてお仕事の邪魔してすみません。頑張ってくださいね。
As her tiny frame hurries back to her room, I quickly call out to her.
アミちゃんにそう言ってもらえて私嬉しかったよ。いつでも声をかけてね。
Ami stops before she goes into her room and turns back to me with a smile. Ah, she's so cute. When I get back to the nurse's station, the chief is on the phone, and Senpai doesn't appear to be back yet.
戻りました。
はい、わかりました。至急再提出します。
Alright, let's get to writing that report.
ちょうどいいわ、沢井さん。悪いけど検査室で容器もらって浅田さんに届けてくれないかしら。弁売だったんだけど検体の不具合で再検査なの。容器を浅田さんに渡すだけでいいわ。本人は分かってるから特に説明は不要よ。じゃあお願いね。
Though the chief is usually able to figure out what I'm thinking by the look on my face, she seems to be in a hurry. Without digging any deeper, she rushes out of the nurse's station.
検査室で検査容器もらってそれをアミちゃんに渡せばいいってことよね。
Alright. When I get to the examination room window and tell them I'm from the internal medicine ward, the engineer hands me a small container. It's small and white, about as large as a middle finger that's on the thicker side, and looks like a blood collection tube. What kind of description is that? For some reason, the engineer looked like he was holding back laughter. I wonder why. It was like a middle finger, but thicker.
失礼します。浅田さん。ナースさん。もうアミちゃんでいいって言ったのに。
Oh, that's right.
ごめんね、アミちゃん。私としてはアーミンでもいいよ。可愛いでしょ。その呼び方はさすがに。
If there's one thing I learned back in nursing school, it's that patients aren't your friends. If I let myself call her Amin here, the chief would really let me have it later. I could count on that.
ナースさんが来た理由ってもしかしてあれの再検査ですか？
at me, you know. I'm not sure what that means, but the second test is what I'm here for.
検査室から容器預かってきたよ。これわかる？
I hand her the tube and Ami goes right up to the ears.
私ったら前回の入院の時にも間違えちゃって。
Ami opens the tube's lid. There's a stick attached to the bottom of the lid that looks like an ear scoop.
前回は半年ほど前に入院したんですけど、その時も入れる穴を間違えて再検査になったんですよね。
Oh god.
間違っちゃったかもって主任さんに言ったら、とりあえず提出してみることになって、でもやっぱり前に入っちゃってたんだ。
For some reason, she's actually awfully embarrassed.
これ後でナースステーションに持っていきますね。あ、うん。じゃあ詰め所で待ってるね。
I'm not really sure what she's talking about, but she'll bring the tube over later, right?
恥ずかしい。
Oh, the chief's back.
言ってくれた？
あ、はい。浅田さんに渡したら本人は分かったようですが。
あな
Whoops. Gulp.
浅田さんの疾患名は覚えてる？
I think back to what was written on her medical report.
腹痛でしたよね。
あの子の入院日は4月1日。あなたの入職日と同じ。要するに初期オーダーのルーチン検査がまだ終わってないの。
はい。
I don't quite understand. What's the chief trying to say?
平たく言うと、まだ彼女の腹痛の原因の検査中なの。で、腹痛の原因を言ってみて。
Food poisoning? What causes stomach aches?
虫垂炎とか胃潰瘍とか大腸がんとか。
虫垂炎なら採血で、胃潰瘍、大腸がんならファイバーで一発で確定できるわね。あの子の場合、ネフローゼ症候群と膀胱炎の既往があるの。今回の主訴は下腹部痛だったからネフローゼの可能性は薄れて、てっきり膀胱炎の再燃かと思われていたのだけれど。
膀胱炎じゃなかったんですね。
そう、レントゲン上大腸内に弁解が見られたので、もしかしたらただの便秘かもしれない。でもただの便秘じゃないかもしれない。それを確定するための便培養検査なの。
あ、浅田さんのことですよね。やっぱり穴違いだったんですか？
Senpai comes back and joins the conversation.
藤沢さん、
あの子便秘だから便採取できなくて肛門に突っ込んでもらうことにしたんだけど、穴間違えちゃったみたいね。
Oh, that's what we're talking about.
嫁入り前の若い娘がそんな軽々しく穴って何度も言わないの。
The chief lightly smacks Senpai with her documents.
すみません。
Wait, is the chief a little red?
それに意外と前に入れちゃう人もいるのよ。見えない部分だから仕方がないわ。
Really? I guess there are all types of people in the world. I mean, my teachers back in school told me some people couldn't even handle providing urine samples easily.
検査容器持ってきました。
わざわざ持ってきてくれたのね。ありがとう、浅田さん。
歩けるんだから当然です。それにナースさんたちは忙しそうだし、手を煩わせるのも悪いかなって。
気を使わせて申し訳ないわ。ごめんなさいね。 沢井さん、悪いけどこの検体大至急で検査室に持って行ってくれる？
はい、わかりました。じゃあ沢井さん、よろしくお願いしますね。
I give Ami a wave when she bows her head and hurry off to the examination room with the sample in hand. I guess getting a sample isn't always easy.
白衣性恋愛症候群リセラピー。
I think this might be a good place to stop if I can figure out how to save. There we go. What's this cart mean? So thank you guys for watching. I hope you're enjoying it. My little extra thing I'm doing for her, cause you know she's a mood. So stay tuned. I'm not sure what's happening next, but hopefully nothing too disgusting or anything. So yeah, catch you on the next one. Bye!